Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews on this beautiful Sunday. We've been having a string of beautiful Sundays here recently, which I really appreciate. And I like the fact that here in Virginia, it's starting to get just a little bit colder. Anyway, today guys, I have the Titanium Pro Diver from Invicta. This is model number 0420. Now y'all know my feelings on Invicta, and normally every year I do at least one review bashing Invicta. This is not gonna be that, because I hate to say this, God, I really hate to say this, but I kind of like this watch. Let's check it out.
I feel so alive as I reach out to the sky.
All right, guys, check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like this watch or any of the other watches I reviewed on my channel. Y'all know I get a small little commission if you check out anything on my Amazon page, so I really appreciate it when you do that. Now, y'all are very familiar with Invicta packaging. It's kind of like a Rolex semi sort of rip-off there, but it comes in this big yellow box. It comes in a white outer box. It was actually kind of beat up when I got this one, so I'm not going to show you that because it's really kind of beat up. It's just a plain white outer box. So anyways, let's open it up. And as usual, I'll give you all the 7 specs you need to know. I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so I apologize if my voice is not quite on par. So I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so just please bear with me. Anyway, here's the watch. Here's your first look at it. As usual, I'll give you all the 7 specs you need to know. Then we'll put the rest of the stuff down there in the description field. All right, you get a little silica packet in there. Let me see here. What else does it say? This box is recyclable. All right. Take it off the pillow. It's got a nice weight to it. It really does. I mean, it's all titanium. Everything is titanium. The bracelet, the case, everything is titanium. And I don't hate it, which I'm really surprised. I'm shocked that I don't hate this thing right out the gate. Anyway, it's got a 45 millimeter titanium case. It's 14.8 millimeters thick. It's 54.8 millimeters lug to lug. Comes on a 22 millimeter titanium bracelet. Of course, it's 200 meters water resistant, which is 660 feet. You do get a Seiko NH35A movement inside with a 41-hour power reserve. And you do just get a regular mineral crystal. Some of these have what they call a flame fusion crystal, which is basically just their version of like Seiko's Hardlex or something like that. But anyway, again, I don't hate it, man. I like this kind of color of and kind of grade of titanium. Now, I'm sure this is not the best, like grade 5 titanium you can get. It's probably a cheaper version of titanium because this watch obviously is really inexpensive for being 100% titanium. Now, and speaking of that, before I go over everything else, this is one thing about Invicta that does and has always irked me. So you're looking at $895 for the MSRP. This watch is $150 on Amazon. So take that however you want to take it. But again, it's pretty good looking. Obviously, it's a Rolex Submariner homage. But this is one of those things where I like a few of the things about it. I don't like a few of the things about it. But then again, I don't overall hate it being just being an Invicta. Like, one of the things I don't like about it is these indexes are way too small. They just look like little dots. I mean, they're just super small. They are also blinged out and chromed out. So not a big fan of that. The Cyclops on the date window, I personally like Cyclops. Some people don't, but I personally like them. I mean, I'm getting older, so it helps me read that date. The bezel it's pretty hard to turn. It's 120 click. It's pretty hard to turn, but it does have some decent click action to it. But it's a little hard to turn. Not a big deal. There you go. Does line up nicely. There you go. There's the big, bold Invicta branding on the other side of the case. This is really polarizing. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I really don't care either way. That's just me. A nice signed crown protected by these crown guards. The crown is a little too blinged out for me. I mean, everything else in the watch is really subdued. And I'm sure this crown is not obviously titanium. So it looks a little out of place there. It does have really good grip. Let me go ahead and unscrew it. Really good grip, really good crown pop. Obviously, the first position is for your date. You can see that turning. And then the second position is for your time. There you go. Pretty simple stuff. There we go. You got your hour hand, that famous kind of Mercedes hour hand there. You got Invicta up there at 12 o'clock. Again, it's really, really blinged out, guys. So you will be catching a lot of reflections and kind of these little shiny moments when you're wearing that watch. And some people love that, man. I'm not a big fan of that, but that's just me. Bezel, obviously, the bezel is, you know what? I don't know. I think the bezel is not titanium. I'm not 100% positive. I couldn't find anything on the website about it. But anyway, there you go. Bracelet, pretty good articulation. These are solid titanium links. You got these shiny links in the middle, which I'm assuming are, it looks like they're titanium too. Wow. Impressed. All right, here's your buckle. This is a friction closed buckle, so you just pop it open like that. There you go. You got it's a stamped scissor clasp, but it looks pretty good. It is hollowed out there in the middle. You've got, 4 micro adjusts. Here's your case back. I've still got that sticker on there, but here's your case back and that Seiko movement. This is one thing that really did kind of irritate me. I'm not going to lie, guys. What does it say? Let me look at my notes here because it's kind of hard to read. If you look on the case back, it says Japanese movement assembled in Malaysia. And as Maverick would say, that's really sus. I was like, They want to advertise that it's a Japanese movement, but it's a Japanese movement, with Japanese parts, but it's put together in Malaysia. I don't know. I mean, that's one of the best things you can say about this watch is the fact that it's got a Japanese, I'm using air quotes here, but I can't use my fingers. It's got a Japanese movement. Let me see where it says that. Yeah, right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Trying to get it into, there you go. Yeah, Japanese movement assembled in Malaysia. That seems a little suspect to me. Or sus, like I said, as Maverick would say. Anyway, that's one other thing I do have to mention. Invicta does have an F rating with the Better Business Bureau of Florida. And most of that, I think, is to do with their customer service. I've had to deal with them before, and it's a nightmare. Some of their watches are pretty good. And guys, I hate to say this, but I think this is one of them. This seems like a pretty decent watch for the money, minus the ridiculous MSRP. Of course, we all know that Invicta does this on just about every watch they have. It'll have like an inflated MSRP 2 or 3 times what the watch actually sells for on Amazon or over at Costco or Sam's Club or whatever. So I wish they would fix this MSRP practice they use. We're just grossly inflating these MSRP numbers. And again, I got this watch for $150 over at Amazon. And man, I for the 4th time, I hate to say it, but I really kind of like this watch. Man. Anyway, let me go try this thing on, and then we'll get you a Lume shot. Now, I will say one of the other things about this watch that I really, really don't like is the Lume. The Lume, guys, is absolutely atrocious. It's bad. Really bad. Let's go try this thing on. Fits pretty good. Doesn't pull any hairs. All right, it fits really nice. Nice and light. I think, 120 grams? Very, very light. Actually, 122 grams. Wow, it feels great. Feels great right out of the box. All right, let's go ahead and take this thing off. Let's get you a Lume shot. And this is one area where the watch does not shine. Get it? Shine. Sorry, really bad joke. This is one area where this thing absolutely sucks. So let's kill all the monitors, let's kill the studio light, all that good stuff. And again, don't expect much. And those indexes are so tiny. Well, at least the Lume portion of them is. There you go. Now, to my eye, the Lume is already faded. I mean, it's already gone completely. The camera's picking up just the smallest trace of Lume coming out of those indexes. But, well, now it looks like it, yeah, you can almost see even on the camera, the Lume is gone. So the Lume is absolutely horrendous. So don't buy this thing for the Lume, that's for sure. All right, let's go ahead and cover everything back on. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. I'd love to know y'all's thoughts on this Pro Diver. If y'all have one of these things, if you have another Invicta, I'm sure I'm going to get tons and tons of comments from Invicta fanboys that absolutely love Invicta no matter what. I get it. I mean, I'm like that. I'm almost like that with G-Shock and a couple other brands. I get it. You like this brand. Just don't be jerks in the comments, please. You know, I think I was fair to this thing. I really do. I think I was really, really fair to this watch. And I even said I liked it. So, you know, Invicta fanboys, chill out. Don't go nuts on me in the comments. But again, I'd love to know if any of y'all have one of these or another Invicta. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what your experience has been with these watches. And that's really about it. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field so you can head on over to my Amazon page and pick one of these up if you like it. Again, I think they're like $153, $154 if you want to pick one of these up. Invicta literally has thousands of different watches. This is just one of literally probably 2,000 or 3,000 different models. And as always, please like and subscribe and click that notification bell if you like my content. And I really hope you do. And guys, that's been about it for this one. I will see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.